Hey everybody, this is the Geek Dad, and today I've got just a little different video for you today. And I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of this Quar's War, the Clash of Rifles starter box. Was having kind of a rough week last week, and decided to treat myself. And yeah, so far, I mean, it looks pretty interesting. I've been seeing a lot of people post things about it on YouTube and Instagram and my Facebook pages, so on and so forth. So I figured, what the heck? It was a pretty reasonable price. So I think I paid $80 on Wargames Atlantic, which I don't think is too bad. Not bad for a starter set. So let's go ahead and get started on this. All right, so let's get to it. Front of the box. Love the artwork. Nice, bright, vivid. Kind of puts me in mind a little bit of some old Warhammer artwork. I don't know if it's just because it's two forces leaning off and they've got, you know, your triangle of interest right there, or what. But yeah, the coloration is nice and bright and vivid, much different contrast to the the medium you're actually doing. Back of the box, we've got some sample artwork up here. Contents: 24 troops, 12 Crusaders, and 12 Croftians. So it looks like we've got on each sprue 6 on each sprue. Yeah, it looks like 6 on each sprue. And, yeah, so each faction must be 2 of them. It's a card activation system. Comes with 10 cards. I'm guessing 1 for each dude. Maybe? Actually, I don't know about that. I have no idea how to play. I've never done this game, and I bought it completely for the modeling aspect. Artwork of the rule book. Those are 24 bases. Pocket book, rule book, which I love. 66. And some nice little flavor text that, honestly, if you get a chance, read it. I would read it, but you don't want me reading anything. I fumble on my words all the time. Part of the problem with being dyslexic. Let's open her up. Inside, we've got our rule book. I love the art. It's so goofy. I mean, it looks like something I drew in like 6th or 7th grade, and I truly love that. A nice watercoloring in there too. Let's see here. So I guess the world is called Alwyd. And that is the whole universe, it looks like. Creven, Lothram, Christ. I'm wondering if there's like rules for each of these different countries and like lore behind them. It's about that. Table of contents. And so it looks like it only has rules for the Crusade and the Croft here. So I'm kind of curious where there's other factions, if there's other factions. I have to get into some reading there. Your typical, oops, I saw that somewhere. Yeah, you got your typical tables. Throw a grenade, leadership actions, infiltrate. I mean, this looks like a pretty standard skirmish game. Ooh. I'm hoping that tanks are part of it, because I would love to build me some custom janky worm tanks. Examples of weaponry. Some of the rules. Let's see, we've got, a paint scheme for how you want to do the, what are these, the Croftians? Croftrians? So I'm assuming there's got to be, yep, one for the Crusaders. So looks like the only difference for the two, you got your main color and your ranking goes on the opposite shoulders. That's pretty cool. That's cool. It makes sense. Kind of like a Worm historical game. Everybody has the same type of uniforms, but right. You got your cheat sheet, which is pretty nice. Different types of weapons, different units. Looks like it's the how battle generally goes. neat little mini poster, I guess. Then we've got our bases. Shoot. Got 12 on each. So kind of funky bases. I'm not a big fan of bases when you got to clip them out, but what are you going to do? I do appreciate how they're just slightly indented. So I'm assuming that when you put one of these guys on there, it'll be flush for when you do basing. I have traumatic memories of the Mantic basing. I've never been a fan of those bases. And I appreciate that they didn't follow suit with those, with they're like a real thick, chunky base with like a center hole that you're not always able to fill. And then we've got our Worm Boys. Actually, these are the activation cards. We'll crack those open in a minute. Oh, cool. So I've never gotten Wargame Atlantic items before. And I think this is a 28 mil scale game, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Crusader Sprue. What is this one? Looks like these are all the same. Oh, no, they are not all the same. Oh, no, they are the same. They are the same. So, okay, each sprue comes with 3. It looks like 3 for each side. No. Yeah, 3 for each side. And on the top of this one, you've got the Crusaders. Bottom, you've got the Koftrians. Each with their different weaponry, different style helmets. I feel this game is just ripe for kit bashing. I mean, you've got some really good detail here. You know, I guess I didn't know what to expect. Actually, honestly, I didn't think these were going to be super high quality. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I've had some bad experiences in the past with historical wargaming and the sprues involved with it. Not specifically Wargames. Like I said, this is my first time I ever got a Wargames Atlantic anything. And I'm really impressed with the detail and the customization you can do. I mean, you got a bunch of different arms. You got grenade hands. You got the one that's holding the rifles. You know, here you've got somebody who's, you know, kind of lugging their weapon along with them. Weapons at attention. I mean, you've got a nice spread here. I think these are going to be a lot of fun to put together. And then paint. Let's see here. And lastly, let's see, we got this guy. These are just all of our activation cards. I'm not quite sure. I'm wondering if they're like... Well, that's weird. Is that a misprint or... I don't know if that's a misprint or if it's supposed to be there. I think it's supposed to be there. Coffee stained. Yeah, I'm assuming, like, I don't know, maybe one's for the Crusaders and one's for the Koftrians. I'm not sure. And then, of course, your dice. And then the other cool little thing that I just noticed on this is the box. You've got little terrain you can cut out. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty unique unique take on it. So anyways, yeah, I think this is going to be a fun little side project. After, you know, I keep painting all the random crap that I'm painting. And maybe I can take it up to my game store and try to get some other people into it. That would be actually really nice. So, alright guys, well that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. If not, well, sorry, I guess. I don't know. But we'll talk to you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Happy painting. Bye.